Hello Jack, I was really happy to receive your last email. And I am glad to give you some advice concerning the epidemic. Firstly, you should regularly clean your hand and wash them. It is a proven way to kill viruses. Secondly, you ought to never leave your house unless there's an emergency. If so, I advise you to keep distance from people. Thirdly, you'd better wear your mask and never touch your mouth and nose, because hands touch many surfaces and they can pick up the virus. Lastly, if you have a fever or breathing difficulties, seek medical help and follow the instructions of your local health authority. And I hope you stay safe so we can meet soon. All the best, Ahmed. Dear WHO Board, I want to let you know that the situation in Morocco concerning the pandemic is getting better and better. Since day one, the people fully understood how deadly can the disease be. By quarantine and social distancing, we now can notice that the number of cases is decreasing. On the other hand, the number of recoveries is increasing day after another. It is due to the joint efforts of the government and the people that the disease is slowly vanishing from our beloved country. And we wish the best for the whole world. Finally, I would like to thank you for the work you did during this pandemic. Your efforts were noticeable on a global level. Sincerely, Enes Ben Hamza. During quarantine, many funny things happened to me and to my family. However, the most hilarious one is when my family and I decided to prank my father and convince him that I caught the virus when I went to buy some goods. I thought of the idea when I watched a video on YouTube with the same joke. Then, I told my mother and brother about it, and they liked it. At the beginning, we waited for my father to get back home. Afterwards, my mother told him that I am not feeling good. My father came to my room to check on me. It was then when I started to cough and pretend that I had difficulties while breathing. My father was really confused, and he called my brother, who told him that he heard me sneezing during the whole morning. A few moments after that, my father tried to call the local health authority, but my mother stopped him. My father did not know what to do, and he kept telling everyone to not get near me. At the end, he decided to lock me in my own room for 2 weeks. Finally, we told him the truth and everyone started to laugh. It was a very nice moment that made us forget about the global issue for a few moments, and just relax and smile. In the middle of the coronavirus epidemic, citizenship played an important role in order to stop the spread of the deadly disease. First of all, citizens respected the new laws initiated by the World Health Organization. People stayed at their homes, and when going out, they maintained social distance. Furthermore, many doctors, nurses, and people involved in medicine, in order to raise money to fight the coronavirus, citizens donated decent amounts to the government. The money was used to help poor families and to equip medical facilities. In a nutshell, science was not the only soldier against the coronavirus, but the features of citizenship were also crucial to win against the virus. Amid the coronavirus epidemic, the Moroccan government declared national quarantine on March 16th. However, that did not stop Moroccan students from learning, through a unique distance learning experience. Firstly, the National Ministry of Education used some local TV channels as a platform to broadcast lessons. Those channels were accessible by anyone who owns a TV. Secondly, the ministry made use of a new online platform called Tilmitis that contains a lot of educational videos. This platform could be reached by any student who had an education account. Thirdly, many teachers came up with special ways to communicate with students. Some of them used WhatsApp groups, or Facebook groups, or both. Other teachers created their YouTube channels to broadcast lessons. In conclusion, distance learning was a great experience for many Moroccan students. However, in the future, we need to improve online teaching and learning, since this feature has become a necessity in the 21st century. Coronavirus disease, COVID-19, is an infectious disease caused by a newly discovered coronavirus. The best way to prevent and slow down transmission is be well informed about the COVID-19 virus, the disease it causes and how it spreads. Protect yourself and others from infection by washing your hands or using an alcohol-based rub frequently and not touching your face. When possible, maintain at least a meter distance between yourself and others. This is especially important if you are standing by someone who is coughing or sneezing. The COVID-19 virus spreads primarily through droplets of saliva or discharge from the nose when an infected person coughs or sneezes. So it's important that you also practice respiratory etiquette, for example, by coughing into a flexed elbow. At this time, there are no specific vaccines or treatments for COVID-19. However, there are many ongoing clinical trials evaluating potential treatments. WHO will continue to provide updated information as soon as clinical findings become available.